Hare Krishna.
Hare
Oh my
Krishna
God, I
Maharaj.
can't believe. Ajamil, what are you doing there? You're with
Yes.
your fellow Bengali friend. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so nice to see you. Thanks for joining us today. And Namacharya and Bhai Bobby, and we got Ananta Shesh. Who else do we have here? Just got to clear this one here. Oh yeah, so
Maharaj,
Murali,
Jai Shri
Hare Krishna, Murali, congratulations, you're going for Diksha this weekend. Haribol.
Haribol.
Thank you, Maharaj.
And we got Nitai Priya with us all the way from the West Coast. And so it's nice. Who did I miss? I must have missed someone here. Okay. And we have Dhanraj, sorry. Dhanraj is sitting with me. Usually it's Uddhava, but he's here now. He's very involved in the temple. Since he got on board with our weekly calls, it's been very wonderful, isn't it? Such an evolution for him personally. It's great. So I'm just going to grab my my Bhagavad Gita, and then we'll get started, okay? And then after that, however you want to do it there, Namacharya and the gang over there in Amsterdam, we just have a chat after that. I don't know if we stay on or we do a call. What do you wish to do? It's kind of up to you.
We can stay on here, Maharaj, if it's convenient for you.
Okay. We have to, I guess it's okay, just depend on our host, Vaishnavi, if it's okay with her. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'll just get my Gita and we'll get started. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Yes, tomorrow we have, it's called a 12-hour kirtan. And Ajamil knows about the programs. And then we have the parade on Saturday down Yonge Street. It's supposed to be the longest street in the world, just under 2,000 kilometers. And we end up at the lake, and then we take the deities over on the ferry, and we end up with a 2-day festival where there's no cars. Yay! Just grass and trees and everything nice. Yeah. So it's just trying to make you all kind of envious. Okay. That's all.
Maharaj, Amsterdam is a beautiful country, believe me.
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
Amsterdam, a very beautiful country. Beautiful.
Yeah. It's
The
a beautiful city, yes.
very beautiful.
It's a nice country, yeah.
Very nice country. Very
Nice and
weather.
flat.
Yes.
Nice
Yes.
and flat. And I don't know if you've tried their cheese, but it's supposed to be world famous.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I'll be having some cheese, no problem.
They have what's called Kamainas. We grew up on that.
Oh,
It's
really?
cheese with cumin in it.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll try.
Give it a try.
Yes.
All right, so we'll start with the little invocational mantras. We can all do this together. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya, Vishnu Padaya Bhutale, Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Tanamane, Namaste Saraswati Devi, Gauravani Pracharine, Nirvishesha Shunyavadi, Paschatya Desha Tarine, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much, everyone. And Denny from Cleveland, I got your message. You're at work, but you're listening. So our Vaishnavi, we'll just let everybody know the usual thing. We'll go to page 1 of the introduction of Bhagavad Gita and just respond after me. Okay. Om Jnana Timirandasya.
Om Jnana
Jnananjana Shalakaya. Chakshurun Militam Yena. Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha.
Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
I was born in the darkest ignorance,
I was born in the darkest
and my
ignorance,
spiritual master opened my eyes
And my
spiritual
master
master
opened my eyes,
with the torch of knowledge.
the torch of knowledge.
I offer my respectful obeisances unto him.
I offer my respectful obeisance unto him.
Srila Prabhupada Ki,
Jai.
thank you very much. Our host Vaishnavi shall let us know where we left off from the last day, that is last week.
We will be starting from square one, verse 1, Maharaj.
That's right. Okay. Yeah, last week we did do a little summary of our studies. We've been going at this for 3.5 years. Did I get it right? Somewhere in the
Almost 5.5 years.
5.5 years. Okay. Well, we started somewhere in the beginning of COVID. So was it 2021, something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So and we've gloriously completed our study. Our study includes discussions mostly. We haven't got too formal with this. We haven't given out certificates. However, if anybody ever needs something from my side with an endorsement, to say that you're a student of Bhagavad Gita, you've completed this, this course, I'd be happy to do that for you. That's not totally my style usually, but somebody wants, I don't mind at all if it helps. I'm hoping that out of this study that we did and the summary last week, that some of you will feel compelled to do something similar, especially if one has gone through the Diksha process first and second. There's no reason why someone can't do, lead or guide other people in this. I was speaking to one devotee that I gave Diksha to some years ago. She's on the West Coast in Canada. And sometimes I get contacts or, people who reach out to me from places like Alaska, way over in the West Coast. I was thinking, well, maybe I can get some help. So I suggested to her, Abhidea is her name. Well, you're very, a smart lady and, you understand, you've embraced this culture very well and assimilated it well. So she was very excited to hear that I would ask her to take care of a study group like what we have, what I've called a Gita chat. So that's terrific. Now, some of you were with us from the very beginning, and maybe it'd be nice to have a show of hands. Who was there? Vaishnavi, you're the one who started this. Yeah, she's the guilty one.
Started this, Maharaj. You started this.
Okay, and I know Nita Priya has been with us on and off, and we've had some of you as well. Ananta Shesh, of course, has been with us. And it didn't matter whether you came in midterm or so, it doesn't matter. I think it's the beautiful thing about the study of the Gita is that it doesn't matter where you go with this, there's something there for you. And I always like the phrase that Prabhupada came up with. He said, when you study the books, right, whether it's the Gita or any of the other Shastra, it's like biting into sugar cane. Wherever you bite, it's sweet. It doesn't matter at the bottom or the top. It's just there's a sugary side to it, and that's the way the Gita is as well. Good. If I'm not mistaken, last week when we had our little conversation, I thought we were maybe going to just extend a little bit more, if not, but your third benefit. I think we are going to address that. Give everyone a chance just to say something a little bit more before we go on with our studies at 1-1. Am I correct?
That's what I remember, Maharaj. That's what I remember.
Okay, because I didn't want to sort of cut anybody off. And if you have some interest, if there's something you want to say, now will be a good time. Just expressing your benefits or what you've derived that's positive from our weekly chats. It's a good reinforcement and convinces us that this is good. This is association after all. That is what I say is beneficial for all of us. We are not physically coming together, but we're at least seeing each other. We've heard from each other. We've shared a lot of good stuff. We went sometimes quite deep. And it was, for me personally, it's been very gratifying. It's been really great. And and just the fact that some of you have been with us all this time is an indicator that you like this. It's not exactly like going to the temple and having darshan. It's something similar, however, in the sense that it is a kind of a seva. And if we go to the last verses of the Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna is just saying that that those who have listened to this confidential talks, they are worshiping. It's a kind of worship. And at the end, also of the Gita, Sanjay is saying, I remember this. Anybody remembers the dialogue? Like I am remembering now. I'm just thrilled at every moment. I rejoice in this again and again. So I would say the same thing. I must admit that my hairs did not end up standing on end as it does for Sanjay. But I have thoroughly enjoyed the company, having your company. And we are geographically quite far away from each other. However, we're very close because of the truth that Krishna is presenting here. Good. So as usual, I say a few things in the beginning. And but I guess we can just open it up. Vaishnavi, do you want to go through scroll through the individuals? I'm just assuming everyone still has something to say as a residual effect of last week. And by the way, last week I had the class. I was in the backyard of a hospital. I went to visit one of our very great devotees. Ajamil knows what I'm talking about. And that's Vaishnav Prabhu. Who's, the family decided that he's just got to go. The doctors could do everything. So they pulled the plug, you can say. He's fasting. He's on his last legs, you can say. We're just trying to do everything we can to keep his mind on the spiritual path. So Ajamil, that's Vaishnava Prabhu, from Brampton. Yeah.
In the hospital?
Oh yeah, he's been there for a while now.
Oh,
He's going.
Oh my
He's
God.
going. All right, so thank you for that. My life is like that, meeting with people who are moving on, passing on. We also had twins, Rukmini and Paramaguranga's 2 little boys. They were born 2 weeks ago. They came for the name-giving ceremony. So for me personally, I'm always dealing with birth and death and disease and old age. Old age, I'm getting old. All right. And that's what it's all about, maintaining some kind of sobriety, maintaining some kind of consciousness of Krishna throughout the difficulties, the challenges of life. Hare Krishna. So Vaishnavi, would you like to conduct and just see who would like to speak first, I guess?
They can raise their hands. That way, whoever is ready, they can go first. Yes, Haripad Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, everybody. This is from S.B. Keshava Swami Maharaj's book. It was just a one-line summary. So I enjoyed, reading this, especially with Maharaj and your devotees. Thank you, dear everybody. So the Bhagavad Gita is a study of the jiva as it traverses through Prakriti doing various karma and bounded within Kala and hoping ultimately it will make its way back to Ishvara. That's it.
Thank you very much. Beautiful, nicely put. Looking at some of the main topics of the Bhagavad Gita itself, of which there's 5. We have studied 5 truths that are contained in the Gita. We learned about Ishvara, that's God. We learned about Jiva, the soul. We've learned about Prakriti, material energy, Kala, time, the time factor, and then also activity karma that people seem to be so much immersed in. Yeah, thank you so much. All right, Vaishnavi, go to the next person.
So, who would like to raise their hands next? Or can I just go by alphabetical order? Okay. Arjuna?
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj, Hare Krishna, the voice. So I guess like we got more familiar with everybody, so we got to know more each one of us. So I really feel appreciated because like I feel like more connected with each and every one of you. So we got a chance to meet each other, and to me that's it's not just friendship. It's like it goes beyond that. So to me, it's like I like that very much. How do you?
Thank you so much for the comments. Yes, beautiful.
Denny? Yeah. Guy Gaurav Prabhu, would you like to say something? No, okay. Mansi Gangam? Mansi Ganga Mataji, no.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, humble obeisances of the Prabhupada, Guru and Gauranga. Maharaj, our goal of life should be to attain pure love of. So, following Guru's instructions, particularly, we have to do bhakti, following rules and regulations. And by attending your class, I get more faith on Krishna, and we have to. I feel we have to totally depend on Krishna, following your instruction under under all circumstances. So reading Bhagavad Gita and learning from your instructions, I feel supportive mentally.
Thank you very much. Yes. What's nice about the Gita is that it's philosophical. And, you know, I came from a Christian background, and it's a beautiful culture, but it's highly emotionally surcharged, you know. And I never found the sort of spiritual or philosophical depth that I found in Krishna consciousness. So I'm, you know, thrilled that we've been able to go through this for this length of time, and you know, get connected with people, as some of you are saying. We got connected on a philosophical level, not just sort of an emotional one. A big part of our very being is that we have a mind, we have intelligence, and there's all kinds of wranglings, as Prabhupada uses it, that goes on inside. So it's just nice to be able to talk about some things that are important to us, apart from emotional things. You know, others, we could watch a soap opera together, you know, and we could shed tears and all that, but maybe we'd be happy to, you know, share these emotions together, get all passionate about something, but here it's been a little bit of an intellectual stimulation as well. Thank you. Somebody else on reflections?
Murali Prabhu?
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandot Pranam. So today is exactly 1 year I've been associating. As per my notes, the first notes I made on July 11th, 2024. So I'm so excited to be part of the group, and I'm learning a lot. under your guidance and getting the blessings of your lotus feet. And thank you for all the association. One thing I learned, which you said last time, is we need to fight the cancer inside us. The cancer for me is lust, greed, and anger. And also, I'm not good at too many things, but I start comparing other people. And before I had a lot of emotions on that. So that kind of cancer is helping me by listening to the Bhagavad Gita.
Thank you very much, Hare Krishna. Yes, the cancer still exists, and it's spreading like wildfire amongst humankind. So there's a great need for swallowing the pill of the Gita. Yes, we've got Ananta Shesha, Vaishnavi, your beloved husband, wants to say something. And I just want to say one thing that Ananta Shesha, you've always brought to the table something light, something even slightly humorous, and also something a little bit stimulating, you know. Your thoughts are deep. Your thoughts are, we always appreciate that.
Thank you, Maharaj. And by your mercy, one thing that stood out for me from these Bhagavad Gita sessions were you took all these concepts of Bhagavad Gita and related that to the everyday activities of our life. And that really was very easy to understand the concepts in conjunction with the things that we do every day. And before I leave, I just want to compliment Mr. Dhanraj Pujari's haircut. Pretty good.
Oh. Okay.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah. It looks like we care for each other. Yeah.
Nitai Priya.
I'm just thankful and grateful to be in everyone's association and just to have an example of beautiful, nice, personable, deep devotees. And thank you, Maharaj, for leading the way, and all glories to Vaishnavi for always facilitating this so disciplinedly and regularly, like clockwork over the years. It's an incredible seva that you've done for all of us here. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. It is a moment where we must honor Vaishnavi for being regular, let's say disciplined, religiously attending to our needs, and just being so cool-headed about everything, that's what it takes to make a project happen from beginning to end, from A to Z, or A to Z, as we say here in Canada. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Ravindra Swarup.
Thank you, Maharaj. It has been a really nice experience, and thank you, Vaishnavi Mataji, for giving the opportunity. One thing I would like to, mention from Bhagavad Gita, one of the topics is a topic of surrender that I was, thinking of that. First the surrender comes, then the revelation of the knowledge happens, because Arjuna surrendered first in 2.7. So to understand Krishna's grace, we first need to surrender without any doubt, even if we don't understand what we are surrendering to completely. But first we need to do that, and then automatically the revelation and the empowerment happens. So that's what just came to my mind, and I wanted to share. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Always something philosophical and sweet. Thank you so much.
Sankalpa.
Hare Krishna. What I really appreciate is that you, Maharaj, you make it very, very relatable. All the points in the Bhagavad Gita, all the philosophy, it's very easy, very light to understand the way you present it, and show us how practical actually Bhagavad Gita is in everybody's life. And I also appreciate very much that you make everybody speak and sing. So when we sit in Bhagavatam class in the temple, usually we don't most of the devotees don't say anything because you can raise your hand and you can say something, but if you don't, then you just don't say anything. But in this class, we are always asked to speak and to think about points, and so it's a very good practice and it's very inspirational also. So thank you for that, Maharaj.
Thank you for being on board with us for a long stretch. And yes, I think it's important that we bring out the practical side of the Gita. And otherwise our head is just in the clouds, but we actually have to have our feet on the ground, you know. We have to put the clouds to the ground somehow in the form of nourishing rain. Yes, thank you. And it's wonderful. And if I had a pleasure, not just spending time with you over these, you know, sessions, but also with your sons, you know, and your husband. Fantastic family. Wonderful. Mhm. Okay.
Sandam.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj. Dandavat Pranams, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, and glories to you. This regular reading of Bhagavad Gita, Maharaj, with you and with all my spiritual family, definitely has led to a place where I used to approach God, and I have to be honest, with a shopping list kind of a thing. But now, more and more, I think I really I feel that I don't go anymore before the deities with a shopping list. I can tell you that for sure. I just pray. I just want to give more love and practical living. Like when I say reading Gita, I want to live Gita, Maharaj. And that's where I want your blessings. Live through Gita. Like, how can I implement and practice what I've read is what I'm really praying and aiming for. So one day I'll be able to do that, and with your blessings, I guess. That's
Thank you so much. What came to mind most recently, I did see a list of the most sold books on the planet Earth. The Bible's #1, the Koran's #2, and somehow or other Bhagavad Gita got in there as #3. So it's just people are becoming more and more aware of this great dialogue and how it's affecting a positive change in our lives. Yeah.
Namacharya and Vaibhavi, sorry.
Hare Krishna. So I was thinking of a little bit more the direct impact that these sessions had on me and the learning and what I could apply in the past 1.5 years, and from our study and the concept of do your duty without attachment of the fruit of the actions was the biggest one. I think I've been so conditioned to always expect something for myself, to plan everything according to the result and what can I get out of every action throughout the life. That has not been easy, and I think, well, I'm not there yet, but I'm changing. I'm trying every day to change that mindset, and that is everything due to the Bhagavad Gita. So thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Beautiful. And I just wanted to, it was yesterday's group that we were looking at, a group that I have with South Africa. And we quoted this verse. That was the one we were highlighting. Karmani varikaraste ma pale shukadachana ma karma pala heturbur ma te sangostva karmani. It's a very common verse that's known, especially by, you know, Vaishnavas and the Hindu community. It's one of their favorite verses. And I'll just repeat it to you because I think we're keeping the same theme of what you just mentioned. You have a right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action. never consider yourself the cause of the results of your activities, and never be attached to not doing your duty. So in other words, do your duty. Prabhupada used that term, prescribed duties all the time. For us, it means regulative principles, all those kind of things. But as far as the results go, it's not so much in our jurisdiction. Okay, and but what we do have to be very committed to is to follow Dharma, follow the principles of Dharma, and then you will get some good results. Generally, something good comes out of it. Thank you very much. I'll have to turn that off, whatever that is. Okay. Anybody else like to say something? Nina just walked in right here. She's also taking Diksha on Sunday in the morning.
Oh, nice.
Hare Krishna.
And with a smile like that, who can refuse to offer that to her? All right. Anybody else that has yet something to say? Okay,
Namacharya.
Dhanraj.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Dandavat
Okay.
Pranam.
Oh, okay. Dhamacharya. Okay. Go ahead, Dhamacharya. Go ahead.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Maharaj, for these sessions. It has been a blessing to be with all the devotees and with yourself. It's been, it's just a mind expanding experience, something never experienced before, to be able to hear Gita from your perspective and to be able to see how simple it is. It's quite simple. Like Prabhupada said about the holy name, about chanting the holy name, that it's simple, but it's not easy. And Gita is it's quite similar. But to be able to see someone express it in such a simple way, that really helps. And Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Satata Kirtayanto Mam, always be chanting my name. Or to always be chanting, it's not possible, but still to be able to remember him always, that would be non-different from always remembering his name or chanting his name. So just reading your experiences, reading about, from your blogs, your day-to-day experiences, every day can be a new experience, a new way to see Krishna. And you have really helped us to progress in that direction. So thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Well, thank you. And I can't take much credit here because it's Srila Prabhupada who just came in and impacted our lives in such a way that we are able to see how Krishna appears in this world. It's not that Krishna always has to be in his two-armed form, at least for me. Just the blog that I entered today was about the chicory plant. I just love that blue color. And I just took a photograph of the chicory plant. I said, this reminds me of Krishna. Not just because it's blue, but it produces something nice. It's a great coffee substitute without the caffeine. So that Krishna just brings out the best of himself through nature, through the environment around us. And I'm always curious about what I'm walking by that's green and what grows, And I must declare I'm an ignoramus. I just don't know enough about the foliage, the flora and the fauna that's around us, but I want to know. I really want to know more. And once I get a little informed about a particular plant and its properties, oh wow, that is the Krishna factor. Krishna's opulence is all around. So now some people really have a hard time accepting that God is a person. Okay, if you have a problem with that, then Krishna's making it very clear. You can see me through the elements. You can see me through the objects of nature. Yeah, you can go totally organic in that route. And that's why this text is so wonderful. As opposed to what I grew up with, where everything's highly defined and it's very black and white always. And I mean, personally, I like black and white photography better than the colored ones. Honestly, it's very thematical. Yes. But I also have to appreciate that there is color, and Krishna's part of that color. So let's honor him through the colorations. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. But Dhanraj was next in line, and then Dhanraj is with me. Okay, Denny's saying black and white photos are so beautiful. I agree with you. All right, Dhanraj, go ahead. You are with me.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Vaishnavi Mataji, for your service that you've initiated this for 5.5 years. Big thank you to Bhaktimarga Swami Maharaj, obviously, for giving us instructions and the whole class. It's helping us a lot, and also guest speakers that come in from time to time. It also enriches the experience that we've been having. The main thing is that we are celebrating this 1 hour every week, listening to God's song. Bhagavad Gita is God's song, and I'm enjoying, for me, one of the biggest takeaways is the association of all my Guru brothers and sisters. What I love particularly is the points of view that we all share. Because each one gives another angle to it, another layer, another facet to it, which is what Krishna tells us, that when you see the divine in each one, is you're actually Pashati Svapashati. So, and that is what I'm really enjoying. Besides that, Maharaj's sense of humor, his practical application of the Bhagavad Gita, his many poems that he keeps telling us all the time, and all the songs that he keeps telling us are all great.
I'll give you another one.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Congratulations to Meena Mataji for her initiation, and Murli Prabhu also on his initiation and Diksha. What I particularly appreciate is people joining us from all over the world, from Hawaii, especially from the Netherlands, from Holland, which is so late in the night, and they're up there taking the class and giving us such lovely insights, which is fantastic. On a personal note, in Toronto, Canada, we've launched a new range of food products for Govindas, branded by the name of Govindas. So it's a very nice, auspicious day, because today's Guru Purnima.
Commercial break.
Commercial break. So, today's Guru Purnima, we are here, I'm here, all of us are here with Maharaj. We're here in this class, so, it's a great blessing. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada, for ISKCON. Thank you for this temple where Srila Prabhupada has actually walked. So this is a place of pilgrimage. It's not just a temple. And thank you all. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. I like when you said God's song. Everyone has some songs we adore. Like I might like the BG songs, you know, and they're okay, but it's kind of limited. Their perspective is, it's not very broad, to be honest with you. And we live in the neighborhood. One of my walks is where Gordon Lightfoot used to live. He passed away about 2 years ago. He's an incredible songwriter. He really is. He writes ballads, and he's really one of the best in the pop culture, to be honest with you. But I cannot appreciate the Bee Gees or Gordon Lightfoot like I can Krishna, because his song goes deep, and it reaches tips of the mountains, it goes down into the valleys, and it's everything. The whole spectrum is there in the Gita, God's song. Yes. Okay. So, yeah. Do we have anybody else? Nina's got her hand up here, and she's gonna stand here and. Okay. It's a silhouette effect, and she's standing under the arched windows. Yeah. She looks kind of holy in a way, I guess.
Okay, Hare Krishna, everybody, and yes, thank you, for giving me this opportunity to be part of the group that I joined a couple of months ago. I don't even remember personally, I forget them. I just don't remember anything very well. But Maharaj, you were just talking about the natural flora and fauna, and yes, that is marvelous. I'll be honest with you, when I read your book, The Saffron Fan, that book basically, when I was reading it, I don't know, I felt like I could have been with you to explore nature, because I am a nature lover too. And I thought, oh my God, I missed that opportunity. But I don't think the Mara will take a woman though. So anyway, apart from all that, I was just reading that book, and I got so engrossed with all the beautiful things were describing there about the nature and the bears and all. I was just amazed. And that's how I got into basically I told myself, let's read the Gita. Maharaj is talking all this. There has to be connections here. And that's when I went and picked up my Gita book and started reading it, literally reading it religiously. Because before that, I used to read just verses, sometimes here and sometimes there. I was not a regular person. But after I read your book, I became a regular. But I started reading the Gita. Yes. And I think thanks to you, Maharaj, for motivated me.
Well, thank you. The intent, Prabhupada asked us to write books.
Yes.
Yeah, he asked us to write about our realizations. And those realizations are meant to stimulate a further search on the absolute truth. So I'm glad that the book has had some impact. Okay. Well, thank you very much. Wow. The book was not meant to replace the Gita by any. Yeah.
Learn something when I go back into the book. Figure this out. That's what I did, actually.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Maharaj,
you.
we couldn't
Yes.
hear, we didn't hear the comment.
The comment just now,
Yeah, so can you repeat?
in a nutshell.
In a nutshell.
Yeah.
Not the last comment you did.
Yeah, Nina, your last comment.
My last
They
comment,
missed it.
yes, my last comment was this. Basically, I was just stating that I got motivated to read the Gita, correct? And yes, it was thanks to Maharaj only because if I had not read that book, I don't think so. I would have got into reading the Gita like religiously every day. It's just his experiences basically kind of pushed me into reading the Gita. I don't know why, but I just when I started reading the Gita by myself, nobody helping me to understand it. So things I couldn't understand, I would go online and search it up. And then I found the Vedabase website. And yes, so that's how the Vedabase website helped me to translate many things and understand it from my perspective. Everything I understood there.
Okay.
That's when I decided to join the online Gita group.
Very nice.
Because downtown Toronto, they basically, I think they sent a message, I think. Yes, that's when I got it.
That's good. That's good. Haripad, do you want to say something? You had your hand up, and I think Ajamil, he's got his hand up too.
Yeah.
Do you want to? Do you want
Yeah.
to push your way through, Jamil? Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was listening to everyone. So I thought that actually, as you know, that Gita is like a guideline of the uplifting the soul. But this guideline only could be appreciated and could be emphasized in our life once we have the association of the devotees. Without association of devotees, Gita, even though you study Gita, you'll not able to emphasize or put in your lifestyle as a Gita or Bhagavatam. So the importing to practice the Gita, important is the association of the devotee, what you all and we are all doing today or over the years. Even in there is one song, as you say, that Ekaki amar nahi paye bol Harinamu Sankirtane. By alonely, by lonely, if someone tried to go ahead with the devotional service, it's very difficult. That's why association of the devotees is make you concrete to approach your uplifting your spiritual life. That is I was thinking about that.
Well, what comes to my mind, Ajamil, you joined us for the first time, and
Yeah.
it's our last day.
Yes, I know.
Better late than never.
Yeah. That's why I said that you all doing over the year. That's why everyone is growing. People cannot grow by themselves. It has to be among an association with the devotees. People grow each other.
COVID was a blessing that it forced us to come together in a way that we wouldn't have imagined before. So thanks to viruses.
Yeah.
And the vaccine was the Gita, okay?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Jamil, for sharing. Yeah, I think everyone did. Vaishnavi, did we go through everybody at this point?
Yes, Maharaj.
Okay, we had Uddhava, who's been a very quite stalwart follower here for some time now. Go ahead, say it nice and loud. Yeah, if it helps, yeah.
So, Maharaj, for me, actually, feeling Krishna was the most important thing, because generally we think Krishna is over there.
Yeah.
But when we went through all this session, we could actually feel the emotional part of Krishna, because everybody looks at sign, but nobody looks like, what's the motivation for that. And if you read Gita, you realize that Krishna is very practical. He's not impractical. He doesn't want to cut top off somebody's head who doesn't agree to him. He actually tells, Arjuna, okay, this is my opinion and all those things. And Krishna is very lenient also, and he's very compassionate. And he's like a mother who gives us facility. Mother and father combined actually gives us the facility to, even enjoy the material world without him. So when you see all this thing, you realize that you actually understand the nature of God. So it's not just the science, it's actually the emotions of the God which you get to know from Bhagavad Gita. For me, that was the most interesting part. So not the science, actually the emotions behind it. And obviously, a devotees association, and especially the session where you could not be there and devotees could be actually holding the classes. That was also very interesting, because devotees would bring their own realizations and they would teach, they would share. So yeah, so these two.
Good. Thank you so much. Jai, is there anybody else that didn't have a chance to share a little bit at all? Okay, then fine. Then the question is, we all agreed that we'd continue on with the studies of the Gita, and we'll start back with at square one. Is it okay to say square one? So sometimes it's a derogatory term, the square one, but it's not. We're going in a circle, really. Just going back to where it all started from. Okay, so just a little summary from my end on the beginning. I think it's a good idea if we look at setting the scene. If I could ask you, Bruce, and I think I gave you a homework assignment last week, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember it was this group or another group. But look at the in Roman letters 13, page 13, setting the scene. Just to give us an idea, if you could read this tonight or before we get together again next week. Just look at this and get an idea of the background behind Krishna compiling his song. Okay, we have somebody's birthday today. Okay. Oh, today is Arjun Saka's birthday. He also entered into the room here. And there you go. Let's show us who you are. Okay. In the mood of party, maybe we could just sing Hare Krishna to you and kind of almost end it like that. Nitai Pri saying happy birthday. All right, so everyone else, Hare Krishna to you. Hare Krishna to you. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Arjuna Saka.
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna
to
to
you.
you.
And the couple on the back. Hare Rama to you. Hare Rama to you. Hare Rama Arjuna Saka.
Hare Rama
to you. And we're going to now cut the cake. Well, I'll do it. Oh my. It's I think it's one of those ice cream things. Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Wonderful, Maharaj.
Can you see it?
I can't, I'm not able to see it. Sorry, Maharaj.
Oh, you have to see the big,
Wonderful. Wow.
cutest cake ever. Somebody is. Cutest cake. We need more utensils.
More utensils. Unless we.
I thought it's just you and him or.
Just that your birthday, you're the birthday boy.
Okay, here it goes.
Take your hand. Oh, okay, take it. Come up. Hi, Krishna.
Bye. Haribo. Thank you so much. That's great. Okay, Bruce. So we'll see you all next week. I think it's okay to kind of close things down for now. Thank you, Ajamil, for joining us. And we'll get back up to 1-1. Did we have some homework that we gave you? I can't remember if we did or not. If there is, then just remind me. Okay, I guess it's like summer holidays. I guess we will meet next week. It's going to be Thursday. I'll be way up in Thunder Bay. And that's, if you look on a map, it's right at the top of Lake Superior. So it's a beautiful part of the country, part of the world. And we'll be doing our drama there. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Glories to your lotus feet.
Panchakalpatarubhyascha, Kripasindhubhyeva, Patito Namaha, Vanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo Namo
Namo
Namaha,
Namaha.
Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha, Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha, Namo Namaha, Namo Namaha, Aha.
Oh, Maharaj is connected.
And we stay on the line, no?
Can we give this to Sis Sanjoy?
Correct.